Imagine the moment of relief as a massive aircraft prepares to land, signaling the end of a long journey. But what if, instead of a runway, those landing wheels collide with a busy highway? A moment where hundreds of lives brush past death by just a few inches. It was a Sunday afternoon, around 2 p.m., at Newark Liberty International Airport. Everything seemed routine. A United Airlines Boeing 767, flight number 169, flying in from Venice, Italy, was gradually descending toward American soil. There were 221 passengers and 10 crew members on board. A total of 231 people, tired but happy, as their destination was now very close. The aircraft was on its final approach, heading toward runway 29, a massive machine needing just a few hundred more feet to land. At the same time, just outside the airport, the highway was busy with everyday traffic. People were heading to work and home. Among them was a commercial delivery truck from H&S Bakery, moving along at its usual pace. The driver had no idea that a massive danger was descending straight toward him from the sky. The aircraft came lower, very fast, lower than it should have been over that highway. The Boeing 767's landing gear was already deployed, but the runway was still ahead, and the busy road lay in between. Suddenly, there was a loud and terrifying crash. The underside of the aircraft, its landing gear, slammed directly into a large roadside pole. The impact was so intense that the heavy pole snapped and fell onto a passing vehicle on the highway, a Jeep. But the destruction didn't stop there. A large wheel from the massive commercial aircraft, moving at hundreds of miles per hour, crashed straight through the driver's side window of the delivery truck. Glass shattered. The entire cabin shook violently. It all happened in less than a second. Inside the aircraft, all 231 people must have felt a violent jolt. Incidents like these often turn into catastrophic disasters. A single miscalculation could have thrown the plane completely off balance, leading to disaster. Had the aircraft crashed onto the highway, the result would have been the loss of lives both on board and on the road below, turning the scene into fire and devastation. A single miscalculation could have thrown the plane completely off balance, leading to disaster. Had the aircraft crashed onto the highway, the result would have been the loss of lives both on board and on the road below, turning the scene into fire and devastation. This is the story of Flight 169, an airplane that faced a terrifying incident during its landing approach at Newark Airport. The United Airlines Boeing 767, arriving safely from Italy, began its routine descent toward the runway on a seemingly ordinary Sunday afternoon. But the descent became anything but routine. The aircraft dropped too low, striking a pole and then violently colliding with a delivery truck traveling on the highway below. Despite the massive and dangerous impact, the pilot demonstrated incredible skill, managing to maintain control of the aircraft's balance. Even after the collision, the pilot guided the damaged Boeing 767 back toward the runway, achieving a safe landing at Newark Airport after a few heart-stopping moments. The greatest miracle? Not a single one of the 231 people on board suffered even a scratch. Everyone was completely safe. Down on the highway, the delivery truck driver, whose window was violently struck by the aircraft's wheel, survived with only minor injuries. He was released from the hospital the same day. A major catastrophe was narrowly avoided. Senior Vice President Chuck Paterakis acknowledged that everyone was extremely fortunate, crediting a bit of, quote, divine help. But a critical question remains. How did an aircraft descend so low during landing at a highly advanced airport that it struck a truck traveling on a highway? Was it pilot error, an instrument failure, or a sudden and significant technical malfunction? Investigators will analyze air traffic control audio and radar data for clues. The FAA and United Airlines have launched a thorough and formal investigation to find answers and determine the cause of this dangerous lapse. Following strict aviation safety protocols, the entire flight crew has been removed from duty until the investigation is complete. Meanwhile, Boeing, the manufacturer of the aircraft, has not issued an immediate comment regarding the incident. The 231 people who walked off Flight 169 that Sunday didn't just retrieve their belongings. They walked away with a second chance at life, having escaped a silent death that passed just inches beneath them.